for enjoying this week's vibe check are as follows. Live. Laugh. Love, of course. And I think most importantly, vibe. We've got a great show for you guys tonight. It is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. We've got a lot of bangers for Around the Net. I've prepared some great stuff for you guys this week. This is what happens when I'm out for a week. I have extra time to come up with the weird shit. We're going to be talking about House of Leaves, the book, the epic, the experience.
True.
And I brought some wild stuff that I'm kind of upset that you guys didn't drink last week.
Yeah, we have to resume our tasty little treats from last week and some tasty little treats that I also mentioned.
That's how good they were,
It's
Charles.
it's fine. I know. So like the cinnamon candies, right?
So good.
Right.
Really good.
Right.
Really good.
They're my favorite cinnamon candy. Period of like.
They're really, really good.
Chris, you are absolutely spot on about them being like good hot tamales. Like,
oh, they're so good.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to Vibe Check, everyone. Chris, Mandy, roll the intro. So Chris, why do you hate our intern?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
There is not a single clip of Mandy still in the intro.
Right? I think he's racist.
Oh, yeah. Oh. It's just the whiteys in there, Chris.
He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it must be. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
The Vibe Check. We like to start off the show with a little bit of racism.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like Wednesday evening with just a dash of racism to start your evening. Just a little cap of racism.
Speaking of, this is Charles.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. Texas sucks so much ass. Chris and Mandy, hello. I love you both. How are you both doing?
Hey, love you too. Things are going good. We're here. The computers are working. It's a lovely.
You better fucking knock on wood right now. That's not wood.
I'm knocking on the particle board, as it were.
Oh my God.
Do we have any?
Yeah, no. It's been an interesting week for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, had a puppy eat some plastic. Which I did try and check to see if it matched the tubing that we were missing from the studio.
Oh no.
It did not match.
So funny.
$800 later. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
Do you have pet insurance?
I do, but it only covers like life or death threatening.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, like,
Wait, so
everybody.
eating plastic isn't life or death.
Not when it still comes out.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
That is the better situation. I would want that to be the case, but still, I wish that was covered for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran into the same thing with my pet, my cat, the beautiful Zelda, about a year and a half ago. It was Christmas Eve, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. And she had eaten some string, and it got lodged in her guts. Yeah. And we had to take her to the vet, or the emergency vet, like twice.
Oh.
And holy shit, folks, please get pet insurance.
There are some pet insurances that just have like a deductible, and then they'll cover, like, because mine is like $500 deductible, and then.
And if you bundle with Progressive.
Exactly. But like it covers, mine isn't life or death. It's just like up to the deductible, then I get reimbursed past that. So, because my dog is very accident prone like myself. So
Do you eat a bunch of plastic?
no, she just like
Only on Thursdays.
she strains her joints and stuff, which makes sense since I'm hypermobile. So
How is it that we started the show with pet insurance and racism?
we're having the most
welcome to me.
interesting show.
We gotta catch up. We gotta catch up on all the things.
Yeah.
Right.
How's everybody doing? What's going on?
I'm trying to stay awake tonight. I am a little bit sleepy.
You're a sleepy little guy.
I'm a sleepy little guy, so I gotta keep my hands.
Why are you
busy.
so sleepy?
I don't know.
This is great. Great.
I gotta talk to the doctor. I might have to do a sleep study.
Yeah, just not sleeping too well.
I'm sleeping too much.
Sleeping too much. That's depression, dog.
It's February.
Oh yeah, you got that sad going on. It's either that or maybe like something like diabetes.
Right.
You know.
Oh God.
Yikes.
Okay, so now we just like hit a wonderful trifecta
Yeah.
of like racism, vet.
Isn't
insurance.
that the what is it called, the things that you ask when you go on a first date? It's like family, work, racism, what's the most recent example of you eating plastic?
Yes. That's first date material.
Yeah, exactly.
Folks, have you ever eaten plastic? Have you had a pet eat plastic? Call 888-853-VIBE, the number you see on the bottom of the screen here. Tell us about your plastic eating horror stories.
If they are eating plastic right now, don't call the number. Call your local emergency vet because we won't be able to help you
That's not
in
my
enough
problem.
time. And honestly, exactly, you need an actual a veterinary or veterinary assistant
Yeah.
to answer that call.
Yeah. Not me.
This is great.
Okay. Well.
Charles, this is what happens when you leave. The whole vibe of the show gets adjusted.
we get lost.
That
Charles,
fifth
what was
step.
what was the most fun thing that happened to you in Texas?
There was somebody when I called you guys in and I was like, hey, I'm stuck in my hotel room, right? You guys were like, why are you stuck in the hotel room? Somebody was screaming in the hallway for like 3 hours and then the police came and then they left and then the guy was still screaming in the hallway after the fact.
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah. So it was a delight. I think so. Like I travel a lot for work, right? A few times a year at minimum, and I feel after my flight home that I must have been like cursed by a witch when it comes to like my flying experience.
Well, your last trip wasn't super great either.
Well, my last trip in November, the flight got canceled. This is right when the FAA was canceling all the flights.
Yep.
It canceled our flight like a couple hours before we were supposed to get on. So we had to take like a rental car and drive from Vegas to Denver.
Which is a long drive. It's like 16 hours.
Yeah, it was
It's a long one.
yeah. I had a Lincoln Navigator, I think.
Mikey.
And it had the auto steering during that, and it was a nice drive.
I mean, but a flight would have been faster.
Right.
Exactly.
I want to tell you guys about this flight. So this flight was delayed 3 hours. First off, that's fine. It happens.
Fine.
The Dallas airport is going through so much construction right now that it's very difficult to get between the gates. And they, especially from what I hear, American Airlines has a tendency of swapping gates regularly, right? So it'd be like, hey, you're in gate A, and then in like 15 minutes later, oh, gate B, C, and then it just keeps jumping around in your app. So trying to get to your plane is a nightmare there.
That would drive me crazy.
No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so that was a problem.
That actually has happened to me with American at O'Hare Airport. It was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, it's bad, and like you would think that they'd be a little bit more like it makes sense to do like one, maybe two switches like of gates depending on like other issues that are happening. Totally makes sense.
Or
But,
like one to another.
Right.
It's pretty common.
Right, exactly. But like the amount, it was like jumping around. Like it was not fun. Then, so not only was the flight delayed, not only was it in Dallas Fort Worth, but I feel like there were more toddlers on this plane than adults.
I would pay money to not be on a flight with children.
I've had a
Oh my
few
God,
flights
no.
like that, and it's usually the ones like coming back to Denver for some reason.
Yeah, we're like, I think if you look at the demographics of Colorado, it's like 90% toddlers who live here.
Gross.
So yeah,
Because one of the last flights that I was on back to Colorado, like I was in I think it was the New Orleans airport. There were like 7 or 8 families that that got on the plane before all the regular boarding started for Denver, and then you look across to Arizona, and it was like there were like 12 wheelchairs, and it was on Arizona to Arizona.
Yeah.
So the real question is which one's worse, toddlers or the elderly?
I think the worst thing for me in an airport, because I could do headphones, right? Noise canceling headphones, that's fine, right? The thing that you can't shy away from is the stank, right? And if people buy like food to go at one of the restaurants nearby, and they have like a fucking like a French dip that they're just like going in on like while there's like turbulence happening. I feel like
no for you.
I feel like that's a sin. Like that's something that shouldn't exist. But yeah, there was so much.
Was there a French dip on the plane?
It smelled like, I love a good French dip.
Me too.
As
Not
long
on an airplane.
as long as it's for me.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to like.
And I'm sitting at a table that's not moving.
So you just need to head it off at the pass and bring your own every time you go. You're the guy.
Oh yes, always.
Actually,
wait.
you could be the guy.
Here's the problem though, and something that we need to solve here on the show.
Yeah.
How do you get the au jus through TSA?
In a shampoo
form.
bottle?
Yes. You have multiple different shampoo bottles, and then you mix it
You got
together.
it concentrated. You
Yeah.
concentrate it, or like
and then add a little bit.
and then you add some water.
Brilliant.
This is next level. This is a business idea. We create like some kind of like chicken bouillon cubes that you can bring through the airport and mix in to like have like good food.
Yeah.
So you can be that guy.
I mean, you can bring prepared food as long as there's not like a bunch of liquid. So the only thing that you have to do is think like an astronaut. So what can you bring on the flight that's like, not
Right.
liquidy? Make it powdered, and then you make it through TSA, and then you just add the liquid because you can find plenty of liquid.
Do we know how liquidy it has to be before it's not allowed in?
I know there's some debate about peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Really?
it is not solid enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like peanut butter is like
Yep.
That's weird.
That's the cusp.
that's
It's peanut butter.
So your au jus is right out.
Yeah, it's very watery. But I really think au jus you could rehydrate some au jus. Like it's just...
it's more like because you can't get it through. It's more like shoot.
If it's like bouillon, right? It's like it's a little cube, so it's a little box. What if we call it box cutters?
Yes, I got a bunch of box cutters in my bag at the airport.
Woo, I made it through the airport with my box cutters. It was a close call.
They would love that. They would really love that. I think
Yeah.
we would have no lawsuits at all. Yeah.
Do you know what? That actually would also be a name for a great lesbian ice skating show.
No lawsuits at
No,
all.
box cutters.
Box cutters.
I'm waiting for the sapphic version of Heated Rivalry.
Yes.
That's what I'll watch and read. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, called box cutters.
That's for me right there.
Yeah.
I read a book this week for book club that I hated because it sounded
Not
like
our book club.
No, it was not this one. It was not queer enough, and the lady was toxic. So,
Name and shame, Nora. What's the name of the book that was not gay enough for you?
it was The Pisces by Melissa Etheridge. So,
Like singer-songwriter Melissa Etheridge?
maybe that's not her name. See, now you got me all twisted up.
Because we all know Pisces are the worst.
I know, yeah. The Pisces are just really bad. It's the
worst.
Pisces.
See, also Mandy's
Yeah.
a Pisces.
Melissa Broder. I'm sorry.
Melissa Etheridge.
It was the first Melissa that came to mind. I'm not much
She's
of
singing
a...
Through
You're
My
like, it's
Window
not
all
gay
the
enough,
time.
and it's Melissa
I
Etheridge.
would have thought it would
So
have been gayer.
my apologies for the slander against Melissa Etheridge. That is definitely, that is the right amount of gay. This one, the Pisces, Not the right amount of gay.
Is it gay?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Nora's hot take: Melissa Etheridge isn't gay enough. Pass it around.
How much? Okay, so same question as it comes from like Aju to the TSA and gay to you. Like, what's the level that it needs to be? What's the consistency of the gay that to be enjoyed
The
by
main character
Nora
needs to be at least bisexual.
in every book?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Nora didn't like House of Leaves.
Not the book for her.
My anecdotes are the only ones who are in here. So
No, they're not. I would like to tell you guys, have you guys heard that IKEA is going to be opening in Fort Collins?
I swear, I'm just gonna say this out loud. I swear I put this in the notes.
I did.
You put this in here?
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately was looking this article and I was like, oh, we're going to be talking about this in the show. And then I see this. Is this a House of Leaves situation?
Yeah.
Pretty. It's okay.
I think it is a house leave. We were both thinking it at the exact same time. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last week, the actor was like, I brought the tasty little treats in the form of the dumplings. And he's like, yeah, there's a video about that on today's show. Did you know that? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so there is an IKEA opening up in Fort Collins.
The closest one is like at least 2 hours away because
It's like an hour and a half.
It's on the south side of Denver
it's
if you count for
forever.
Denver traffic.
It's
2 hours
like it's like just past Arapahoe down south. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours if you're running into traffic.
It's the other side of Denver.
When are you not running into traffic?
At 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's when I go to IKEA.
But it's gonna be
Make sure that you get there first to get like the hot
Swedish meatballs.
the hot meatballs like fresh off the grill.
They supposedly do a breakfast.
I like fresh balls.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they say.
Hey,
it's a
Chris,
good one.
can you make sure to leave a note that we need to clip some audio of Nora saying, I like hot balls?
Noted.
Was it fresh balls? Hot balls?
Either one.
Fresh hot balls?
Yeah, they have good cinnamon rolls too. But it's going to be a small format store.
Yeah. Did you see how small it's going to be?
What?
It's like 1/10 the size of a normal IKEA.
So you can order stuff in, but I don't think we get the warehouse.
So it's okay. So it's going into the where Urban Air Trampoline used to be, which
Right.
is out by the Super Target on Harmony. And I'm sure that people who don't live in this area couldn't give less of a shit. But the fact that we're getting one at all, regardless of like it not being, an enormous IKEA. Oh, it's only 64,000 square feet. That's still pretty damn big.
It's
It's not IKEA.
It'll have the planning spaces. You'll be able to order stuff in. It'll have the restaurant. So
you just can't, you can order there and then pick it up. I mean, that's not, if it's
you
in
can
Fort
order
Collins,
online, and it's gonna be.
I'm sure it'll probably have like some of the more
And there's no IKEAs close to us. Like the closest one is on the other side of Denver, so that's gonna get everybody from Wyoming.
How long does it take to drive there?
What, to Denver?
No, yeah, to the south side of Denver.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, you keep mentioning
I
that
feel
it's on
like
the south
this
side
is
of
gonna
Denver, so I
miss-
make fun of you.
I feel like this is gonna miss the
It's
whole
far.
IKEA feel, where it kind of is like a day at the beach. Like for some reason, you're exhausted by the time you get done, and you have like a weird sunburn from somewhere. I feel like you're not gonna get that same feeling, the IKEA feeling, at this little baby one.
I'm interested to see what happens. I think it will require a large amount of self-control for me to have an IKEA right here in Fort Collins. I'm really
So for
excited.
contrast, the one that's in Centennial, in South Denver, is 415,000 square feet versus the 64,000 one that's going.
So like 8 times the size,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is still like, it's tiny.
It's still big.
Uh,
If you've ever been in that place when it was a trampoline park, that's not a small space.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they could probably be more efficient with like the warehousey kind of aspect of it.
Yeah,
if they're
it's going to
holding
be
less
like
product.
a satellite store.
And isn't there like an upstairs and a downstairs anyway?
Yes.
Couldn't
Yeah.
they add an upstairs? Couldn't they build an upstairs and downstairs in there?
No,
It's a
they can't.
warehouse.
No, they can't build. Well, I mean, like in the warehouse itself, or like build
They're just
additional.
going to add
space.
multiple levels to
No, but
it.
it's
It's going
like
to be
tall
like
enough
as tall
inside that you might be
as a
able to add
skyscraper.
something in there. Because like
Have you been to the one
the last time
in Centennial? It's huge, and it's like multiple levels, like you're talking. It's
Right.
significantly taller than the one.
Well, the only IKEA that I've been to.
This is
the
great
one
conversation,
in
folks.
Montreal. We did a day trip to an IKEA in Montreal.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Have either one of you read the Grady Hendrix books that is based on the IKEA horror store?
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Was that one gay enough, Nora?
Yes, just say yes so we can move on. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's
a great one. That's a great book.
After about 6 months of dating somebody, I take them to IKEA to see if it's going to be a long-term thing.
Yeah.
Because if you can make it through IKEA on an empty stomach,
fair,
and then enjoy together and get through it, you can get through anything in a relationship.
We play hide and seek IKEA every time we go.
Ooh.
I'm not going to tell you my favorite hiding place because we may go play someday, but it's a good time.
That's good to know. I'm really excited. I've only been to IKEA a couple times, so I'm pretty psyched.
Talking about very hyper-local building infrastructure and architecture.
Please.
We have a local mall here called Centera. It's basically a lot of the land in northern Colorado is run by this family, the McWhinneys. Are you guys all familiar with the McWhinneys?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the McWhinneys are in the Epstein files.
Which is not surprising at all.
I mean, so here's the thing. Yeah, okay, so there's a photo of him kissing a woman.
Who's blocked out, and they are blocking out the victims of...
Yeah. So whether or not he partied with Epstein proper, I think being in the files at all is a pretty bad look.
So I've seen this picture with it being less edited, and Epstein's on the other side. So it's this guy, a girl, another girl, and then Epstein.
All right, so he's buddies with him. Cool. Love it.
He recently changed his business name, too, so it's no longer McWhinney.
It's Real Barry.
Yeah, Real Barry, which...
For unknown reasons.
It sounds like the most,
And Epstein likes him a lot.
Yeah. Yikes. Yikes-a-rooney.
Well, Epstein doesn't like anything anymore, so...
Well...
Got that going.
Well, that's debatable. Apparently he's playing Fortnite.
I heard about that. I guess they have Fortnite in hell.
Yeah. So, you know what? This is kind of a downer episode so far. We're like, ha, Epstein files.
Tasty treats.
No. We can't do tasty treats yet because we have got to go
around the net.
Around the net.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm not taking the wheel today, and I think that's why we're going soft.
Yeah, you were driving the bus last week.
And the week before, and I had it.
You were driving the bus the week before?
2 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. I was getting us transitioned to every different thing.
Oh, you know what? Ago. Actually, yes, you were, because I was over here jorking myself.
Yeah, you were!
Which is now a sticker on my phone that I have sent a lot of times in the last 2 weeks of me just...
Do it again!
Again! Yay! I think, okay, so I have a tendency when I do the show notes, first off. So we got a document that we go through, and I tend to not want to be the first person or the last person to talk, so I jump in a little bit in the middle, trying to jump in here. I like how nobody added anything to number one.
Nope.
Because we're all being so polite with each other. I love that for us.
It has been, in my defense, a ridiculously busy day, and
I get that.
I have had zero time to add stuff to the rundown. So thank you to all three of you for coming to the table with stuff.
Yeah, no problem.
I brought one.
So this first one, I'm not going to do my normal introduction. I want you guys to count how many times this guy says the word wiener.
Oh boy.
I wanted to see if the solar death ray could make a large wiener vanish. So I propped this 12-inch wiener in the upright position and then aimed the funneled sunlight through this giant lens right at the tip of the wiener.
3.
There was so much heat and light converging on the tip of the wiener
4.
that it shined brighter than the
drinking
noonday
game.
sun. It actually looked like a giant wiener sparkler. The solar death ray incinerated the wiener from
6.
the top down, and this time lapse shows how the wiener slowly disappeared under onslaught of this giant lens.
What a waste of a good
As the
wiener.
wiener slowly disappeared and went up in smoke, I had to prop it up higher and higher into the focal point of the solar death ray so that the lens could execute its action on the wiener.
I like that he's
eventually
referring
the
to
wiener
the sun as
completely
the solar
disappeared.
death ray.
And here's the mayhem that resulted. All that was left was a few ashes and a big grease spot. Totally rad.
Wiener Sparkler, calling it for my band name.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, so you said it 11 times.
Yeah, congrats.
And
That video's a minute long. It's once every 6 seconds you say wiener.
I love his videos because that's all he does is he has a big old lens.
He just roasts
Focuses
wieners.
the sun on different things. He roasts rocks too.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll melt some rocks or make some rocks explode. But he melts a lot of wieners.
Hell
Someone's
yeah.
got to do it.
Is it predominantly wieners?
No, I think it's a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get
When you have a solar death ray,
Yeah.
everything kind of looks like a wiener.
Sure.
get-
Variety is the spice
sometimes
of
it's
life.
wieners, sometimes it's melons, sometimes it's
Rocks.
sometimes I'm trying to make like puns about genitals over here. You got yourself. Sometimes it's a taco,
Cucumber.
A beaver.
cucumber, beaver. Oh, poor beaver.
Damn it!
Don't burn
just-
your
I
can't
beaver,
get this
folks.
right.
That's not-
Sometimes you're out in the sun, just like roasting your beaver.
It needs to be tanned too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Charles, what does it look like when you're roasting yours?
I can't show it on YouTube. Do you want me to show you like as like draw you kind of?
I just wanted to see you
Hold on.
doing your.
I'm gonna draw.
drunken
I'm gonna
motion
draw
again.
real quick. I'm gonna draw you a
We're
representation.
gonna get diagram
I love
here.
it. Yeah, we're gonna get banned. We're gonna get demonetized like we did 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you know what? We do. Here's an anecdote. Oh, what's happening, Charles? Great.
Great.
Good job. Good
Thank
job.
you. I had to flash it real quick because I think even that's not allowed on.
So we do have kind of a show-related anecdote. So last week we talked about the Olympics and the Super Bowl and just all of the sports, which was real fun for 3 people who don't watch sports. And, we included some clips of the Super Bowl halftime show or the big game halftime show, as it were. And we went to great lengths to disguise that footage so that we could get away with airing it. And later that night, we were kind of celebrating in our group chat about successfully, getting one around the NFL. And I wake up the next morning to a message from YouTube that says the NFL has claimed your video on copyright.
And that happened
because-
like after the fact, right?
It
Like,
happened after the fact. Yeah, they didn't take down the stream or anything, and they didn't take down the on-demand video either. But yeah,
That's a manual. That's a manual one. If it does it that far
It's
after the fact.
because the name Super Bowl is trademarked.
You know
So
what's
it's the big game. That's why it's like Super Owl on
Guys.
what we do in the shadows.
Here's the thing. Somebody from the Super Bowl was watching our show.
Yeah, somebody watched it. You guys watched our video?
Thanks for the
we're
views. and
famous.
Super Bowl,
we
Super Bowl,
appreciate it.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Yeah, Roger Goodell, if you're watching, where's that sponsorship, dude?
Yeah, we weren't saying anything bad. It was just commentary.
This entire channel is now a Super Bowl channel.
You guys
all
were-
sports all day.
Okay, you guys were also talking about the Olympics. You guys didn't talk about the condom shortage, which I'm very disappointed that you guys didn't talk about this.
So I'll pay attention
Tell
to
us
those
about this,
things.
Charles.
Tell me about
Okay,
it.
so they had for I think like 2,000 Olympians,
Yeah.
right, or roughly about. They had 10,000 condoms to last all of the Winter Games. That's a lot of condoms.
That's a lot of content.
They ran out of condoms in 3 days. Now you have to also take into consideration there's probably some people who are married, they're not interested in this, they're queer, a lot of them are queer. That means I was watching somebody do some basic math around it. It was that's a crazy amount of time having sex for each person. It was 7 times per person in 3 days.
Yeah, it got to the point where the Olympic Committee had to confirm to People magazine, quote, "We can confirm that condom supplies in the Olympic villages were temporarily depleted due to higher than anticipated demand."
Let's
Okay.
get it on.
Well, if you are in the most fit stage of your life,
Right.
surrounded
healthy.
by 2,800 other athletes who are also the fittest they've ever
Also,
been.
these are usually like late teens, early 20s.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
These people are in their early 20s, and you get a bunch of hot people together
With really good stamina.
with
Yes.
really and endurance.
I love the quote here. 10,000 have been used, 2,800 athletes. You can go figure. It is Rule 62 of the Olympic Charter that we have to have a condom story. Faster, higher, stronger together.
That's that Daft Punk song, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're boning to Daft Punk over there.
There's a whole movie with Sebastian Stan and
Brokeback Mountain.
no, it's an ice skating movie where Sebastian Stan is an ice skater, and there's some like crazy like ice skating like sex scenes in the movie, which is hilarious because they're all bendy and stuff, and I highly recommend it. It's a good one. It's a good one. It has like Bernadette from the Big Bang Theory.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
What's the name of the movie?
couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I was gonna look it up and then.
So watch it, folks. Find out that movie and
Watch
it.
this movie. Hey,
And then
did you guys ever
call
watch?
888-853-VIBE and tell us what the title of the movie is and give us your capsule review. We'll play it on the show.
Have you guys ever seen that movie with that guy before?
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
the
That's
guy,
the best.
the guy who was, in the Marvel movie.
Am I thinking of I, Tonya? No.
Okay, we need to
gotta move on.
We gotta move on. Yeah, I love the Olympics so much. I'm having such a fun time watching the recaps. I haven't been able to catch a lot of it just because it's just weird time zone stuff. But
I just turn on my TV and ad for Peacock here. I turn on my Peacock app and go to multi-view, top events. So I'm watching 3 events at one time, and I was watching ice skating and bobsled and ski jumping.
name some more.
No.
Come on, Nora, you're on a roll.
You've got this.
Big air.
Yes, keep going. Keep going.
Snowboarding.
Yes, keep going. 5 more. 5 more.
Curling.
Yeah.
Luge.
Yeah.
Doubles luge.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Skeleton.
Oh, shit, yeah, dude. You got this.
See, I got it. Those are the sports.
So, guys, we do have an update on the Olympics.
Why
by
is
the
he
way.
in that guy's butthole? Sorry.
There was a screaming match occurring during the curling between Canada and Sweden,
Yeah.
I believe.
Did you see the footage?
Oh, yeah.
I did see the footage, yes. And
double
we're not going to
touched it.
show it because it's the Olympics footage, but yeah.
Yeah,
should go
exactly.
ahead and
See
find
that
it.
right there?
That's the guy. That's what he did. He touched it.
I've seen people do the Adam and God meme from Michelangelo, because that's what he did. And he right away, the Canada guy goes, "Fuck you," and it's like, oh, we're getting spicy right away because he called you on your cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. You found a way to make curling interesting.
It's true. It's true. We are now
Curling
very
is so
invested. interesting.
Go fuck yourself.
Both Mandy and I know how to curl.
Is that your impression of the curling?
No. I want to say this. There are some physics stuff. Didn't we talk about this? I did a call about how if they solve specific aspects of the physics around curling, it'll make it easier for us to handle space travel.
Right.
There's some cool shit about curling.
It's all physics.
The fact that when the rules for curling, because it's a gentleman's game, you always have to thank the other team. You have to be nice. The winner takes the other team out for a beer and pays for the first round of beers.
Except I doubt that's going to happen.
The
after
losers offer their
Canada-Sweden.
sisters as tribute.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because they're the better curling team.
Exactly.
You got to make really good curling babies.
So yeah, go fuck yourself. Curling is delightful.
Curling is very fun. I do like watching it, and once you get it in the very center circle, it's in the button.
Curling can eat my whole ass.
Oh.
Do you know what I love? I'm gonna segue. Do you know what I love more than curling? You know.
I do.
What
Stupid
is it?
catchphrases.
It's catchphrases. So
I'm just a regular guy.
So just kind of
we're just giving this dude free promo. On our show.
With our 7 viewers.
I'm okay with that.
Honestly, he doesn't have very many viewers. I love this guy. I think his content is great. He comes up with like as many as I have here every single day.
Right.
This is his full-time job is creating these. But I think he gets into the habit of doing it so much that he comes up with. So I've got some more catchphrases for you guys. But first, just as kind of like a reminder, especially if you haven't watched the show.
Catchphrases on the daily. Grow a tree, homie. Put a cork in it, Dorcas. I forget where's my baguette. Gotta put on my pajama armor. Who ordered the awkward? This dish is suspiciously delicious. That looks illegally whimsical. Who let in the glitch gremlin? Hope you like all these catchphrases. Use them as much
He's
as you
an
like
autistic
catchphrases out
physic.
to everyone, and it's okay. Cause I'm just a regular guy.
I'm just a regular guy.
I'm just a regular guy.
I think this one was from the other day. I think he may need a little bit of extra time to think about these. It was not some of my favorite of his. He had some Valentine's Day ones, and they were all USB themed again.
Here's the thing about catchphrases, though. They are spontaneous and they catch on because they become catchphrases because the public catches on to them and starts using them in daily conversation. You don't just blurt out random phrases and say they're catchphrases. They're not. Mandy, how do you feel?
I don't understand the appeal.
Well, I've got some catchphrases for you guys, even though you hate this segment, I'm still gonna read my list.
I'm just not autistic enough for it. I'm sorry. ADHD, OCD, not autism. I'm sorry.
You know what? You telling me that is like ketchup on a taco.
So it's horrible?
Your wheezing just makes me feel so good on the inside. Here's one that's kind of like a scientific fact, I guess. Go piss out your belly button.
All right.
Apparently, your belly button's connected to your bladder. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
So go piss out your belly button.
That's a Parky Pigs.
Here's one that's it's more in the theme of like what he does. I like my bacon fried on both sides.
Okay, yep, that's a very catchphrase guy.
So go ahead.
Just no.
Just no. Okay, Nora, I've got a.
You don't like your bacon fried on both sides? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I don't really like bacon, so that one's not for me.
Well, I do agree, but
So I gave Nora a prompt. You need to read this.
I really like your shirt today. It's super loud.
Shut the fuck up, Nora.
It's on there.
I have been so excited for that all week.
Thank you.
You know, that bit makes it worth watching.
I have a second page.
Here we go.
These ones are themed.
All right.
There's a very specific theme. I wonder if you can get it. You're just the bees, Gary's knees. That's not very Gary so nice of you. You're Gary's niece? Nice. Hey, you should read that message that I left you in there, Mandy.
Sneeze. Or is that better?
Yeah, nice Gary knees.
Are you like watching a Gary Sinise show?
I have 5 pages of Gary Sinise-based catchphrases.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
First
None.
of all, those are puns, not catchphrases.
You know what? Sometimes
Sometimes
it
does have
is.
catchphrases that are puns.
Who is Gary?
You don't know who Gary Sinise
No.
is?
Gary Sinise.
This is a very. Do you not?
He's some actor. I would know him if I saw him. So that really adds to the joke there, Charles.
Okay, so for you at home who don't know the acclaimed actor Gary Sinise,
Yeah, I know him.
he's from Forrest Gump. He is Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. He is also in one of the many CSIs. He was also in Apollo 13.
Okay.
He was the one who didn't go with them. That's Gary Sinise.
I know who he is.
Yeah, so a lot of these are Gary Sinise themed.
CSI New York, I guess.
Were you watching one of his shows?
No, I just said
really
that's
like
not
to
very Gary Sinise of you to my partner, and it wasn't funny at all. I was
it
like,
sent you
what
out.
if I did like 7 of these?
What if I did 5 pages?
I just want to point out that we have however many tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment in this studio, and Charles resorts to writing shit on a little note card and like handing it to people.
There is some turmeric from when I was cooking the other night on it.
Turmeric on
Yeah.
his little notebook. Hey, when you need a little notebook, sometimes you just need a little notebook.
I have this little notebook for whenever I write, whenever I come up with a funny joke, like my Gary Sinise bit that just happened. I have a notebook.
Funny joke.
Yeah, and my partner gave this to me because I always come up with them and then I forget about them.
Oh, yeah.
So I just like to have a notebook on me to like come up with ideas. But so far, it's mostly just catchphrases.
I'm never letting Laura get you a notebook again.
It's like ketchup on a taco, man. I've got more videos for you guys.
Show me more videos.
Okay, so I've got 5 Gary Sinise videos. I'm kidding. So, are you all are familiar with the dog breed, the Bourgeois, right?
Oh, yeah.
The weird dog.
Beautiful, amazing, wonderful dog.
Russian Sighthounds, yep.
Right. So, I hate this dog. I love dogs, but just like the fact that their noses are so long, it's just so uncomfortable, right? It just feels wrong. Like they're made like, you know how like bulldogs are bred wrong and they're about to die at any moment, right? It feels like they did the opposite, and now this dog is just a sin.
But imagine the boops. Imagine the boops.
Yeah, I've seen videos where they grab their nose and they can twist their whole nose like I can because my nose was broken like when I was a kid.
I didn't mean to hit you that hard, Charles.
Yeah, sorry. Chris beats me sometimes. I love seeing
The flash.
what I'm gonna do before I forget. I do need to. Okay, good. We do have this as restricted, so if anybody does accidentally look
You
up
want
the
to try
URL,
and look at it? You can.
you can't
I mean,
do
if
it.
they really want to see our rundown, then,
Well-
hey, thanks for
Screenshot.
watching.
Chris,
Right,
it also
we love
has
you.
other information that they could use again. Okay, anyways,
That's fine.
They're not gonna access.
so Bourgeois, weird dogs.
Yep.
I found some videos that I really like.
Show me the
Let's
Bourgeois
start
videos.
the first video here.
Yeah, but Tina's not good with the customers.
I'm good with the customer.
Not really.
I'm great with the customer.
She's autistic. She can't help it.
Yeah, I'm autistic.
Can we play that again real quick? Chris, I want you to look at this again. That guy
Okay.
looks like Corbin David Alba, but
little
just like
bit.
off-brand Corbin.
I'm good with the customer.
Not really.
I'm great with the customer.
She's autistic. She can't help it.
That does look like a Corbin doppelganger for sure.
Yeah, so weird dogs.
Weird dogs.
Here's another one. This one's a little bit more fun. This dog sounds, they cut the Bourgeois sounds that they make into a clip from Star Wars. Chris, can you play that again?
No.
Please. Just for me.
I love that they call it a hork.
That's going to sound real great to anyone listening to the radio version.
Chris, can you play it again?
No.
For me.
Get down on your Gary Sinise and tell me you love me.
I'll, thank you. See, you love them. You love it. You're like, yeah, I'm proud of that one. I'm
It's
proud
still
of
not
that
a
Gary
catchphrase,
Sinise
though,
one.
because it's context dependent.
And now it's a bit. Now it's a bit. No,
Right.
thank you.
Right.
Well, I mean, isn't just a catchphrase just a very simple bit?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
But if you think about it,
Nope.
We're skeptics over here. I think it needs to be picked up by everyone to become a
Okay.
catchphrase.
okay.
Popularity is a thing.
I got it.
okay, so somebody has.
Charles wouldn't know what that means.
Oh, bless his heart.
I don't know anything anymore.
Okay, I brought this last one in, and this is the most Colorado. I don't know. I think it actually came from Florida, but I just want to show you guys.
We'll steal it. We'll appropriate it for Colorado.
Well, no, the guy who did it, he originally had Florida plates. There's lore with this car, so let's just see this video.
Wait, it says doorknob. Oh my God!
He replaced his Subaru handles with doorknobs.
What the fuck?
And its license plate is doorknob.
This is Denver.
That's Denver.
That's Denver.
That's Denver.
That's
a Colorado car. So he was from Florida originally, and he had Florida plates when he moved to
That's
Denver.
such a Florida thing.
And then when he got his car re-registered here in Colorado, which it is re-registered in Colorado, the license plate is doorknob.
Has he read the erotica book about the woman who falls in love with the doorknob in the door?
That's a great question. You're gonna have to ask him.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find him. He's probably on Reddit somewhere.
Honestly?
Sir, if you're watching, call 888-853-VIBE and tell us your life story.
You know what?
I want to hear it.
My car has, like, everybody struggles getting into my car. Mostly because they don't want to go in there because I'm kind of a creep. However.
Well, Charles, it's because you placed black tape over all the windows.
Yeah, you know.
It would make me want to get in if you had less tape on the window.
That's why I put the free candy sign on the side, too. But, like, the door handles are kind of, like, in a weird spot, and they're kind of invisible in, like, the car. So, you know, having, like a doorknob makes sense. Do you think anybody tries to push, though, instead of pull? They're trying to get in the car. They're like, I can't get in. And he's like, it's a pull, not a push.
I would like that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. I think before we move on, last week we did have a note in there of we need to have a safe word of when our bits go too long. What were you thinking? I felt like we needed you here to help decide on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because I know you're the one that's like, I don't know, mad about the table that I put in my presentation for some reason. Like, I still don't get it. I liked that table and I found it very informative.
I think
That was a good table, Nora.
I like the table.
No, you didn't.
I liked how deep, informative, as somebody who comes from like the data analytics world, I love peering in and drilling down into the data.
It's really important.
And I love how it listed all of your favorite events, and there was
my
like
favorite parades and what to look for.
Yeah, and you're like, we're not going to go through all of these, and then you do go through every single one.
Well, why would I put them on there if I didn't go through them?
But you lied. You lied. You're like, we're not doing it, and then you do it. You know, and
That's
I love
one
it.
thing that I.
So
we struck gold with how deep we dove.
Exactly.
I think I was just putting in the notes, and we talked about this after the show. I think that we need a way to communicate with each other when bits aren't going very long. And should it be you're Gary Sinise right now?
No, please.
We're gonna slander Gary Sinise like that.
No, you're slandering me.
Let the bit die. I am begging you.
Okay.
Charles, I don't need Gary Sinise to slander you.
Okay.
I can do it just fine on my own.
Yeah, okay. The other one that I was kind of thinking about is like when we were doing test runs of the show and you got to the point where you were kind of like done with recording. You'd be like, you just like sit back and go.
I'd yawn. I'd say, I'm tired.
You'd go, I'm bored.
Oh, yes, please. I vote for this one.
Okay, do we like that?
I like that.
No.
Because in the Razzies, you know, the awards for doing terrible things, they have a little 5-year-old that they hire to record, I'm bored, please stop. I'm bored, please stop.
Yeah.
Like, the speech goes for
Except
too long.
I have ADHD, so I get bored so easily.
I
Like, this
know.
is a power I should not have. Because
you don't want to know when I'm
yeah,
bored.
you really don't.
There's a reason why I'm knitting right now.
I think we should try it.
I think we should too.
I think it's
Just screaming, I'm bored.
yes. Do we all consent to this? Because like I don't want us to feel bad. Like it's
would
for
feel
the bit.
bad.
And like honestly, no, Mandy, you have to do it now. because like that's the funniest part. Is like
Us agreeing to it means we can't take it personally.
we can't take it personally. This is for the comedy of the
just
show,
for the bit.
right? But like hearing you like second guess your I'm bored. Like I'm bored. I think I'm bored. I think I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Hey guys, I don't mean to offend, but I'm a little bored. No, it has to be. I'm bored.
I mean, can it be like, oh my god? Like there
Yes.
needs to be a whining aspect to it.
Bored. You have to say the word bored though.
Okay, can we just do the sign language for it? Because
No, it has to be out loud
Picking
because
your nose.
people listen to the show on loudspeaker.
that's fair. I'm not forgetting you.
Nora,
Loudspeaker.org.
what's loudspeaker?
Hold on. Let me
Charles, what's
let me lock
Loudspeaker?
in. Let me lock in.
You got this.
Loudspeaker is a community local radio station.
You got this.
With 5 different online streaming
Hell yeah, brother.
music stations, soon to be 6. And
What's the 6th one gonna be?
the 60s, and Chris alluded to maybe a video channel last week.
Yeah.
We have a full-blown studio with a bunch of really expensive equipment that you can use for the cheapest price locally because we are a non-profit, which also means, because we're a non-profit, if you donate to us, that you could write off in your taxes next year. We are community-supported, community-run. We're queer-friendly. We hate ICE. And Loudspeaker Studios is a great spot to engage with the community. And if you have any podcast ideas or video ideas or editing ideas, go to this website, loudspeakerstudios.org, right here. Chris is showing it. We have a recording studio. This site has pricing, and we have all the things that you need to be successful with doing stuff like this.
And lots of buttons.
There's so many buttons.
I haven't even pressed the buttons. I don't
want you to press the
I don't
buttons.
want to press buttons. I would freak out. I would need about 2 weeks of training time before I felt
And we offer
comfortable.
the training too. We can help you with training, teaching you all this stuff.
Exactly.
So Nora, we're gonna help get you trained up so that you can run things and have.
And then I can,
you know what would
I
be?
can do my knitting. I could do my knitting
Here's-
videos.
Here's the thing.
What?
In 1 month, we need to train up Nora to run the other space so that Chris and Mandy can be in here and we can be in the other space.
Yikes, Charles. I don't
April
know.
Fool's Day.
It's coming up.
Yeah, that would be a good
Dibs.
time. I don't know.
Dibs
April
on
Fool's
Charles.
Day?
I've been Nora. Dibs on being Charles. as
You
I
like
said.
being Charles.
Ooh.
I haven't been
Yes.
Charles yet. Like
Yeah.
I pretended, but I wasn't Charles.
No,
Yes.
I drove the bus.
Chris, what's your favorite loudspeaker show? And what's your least favorite?
My least favorite.
Is this one right here.
Let's see. What's one of the ones we don't do anymore? I really hate the Something Random podcast.
Yeah, so do I. Whoever ran that show sucks. It's me. It's me. It's
I
my.
figured.
If you look at the podcast artwork, it's me naked.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So hit us up. Visit us online. Call us. We have that phone number.
888-853-VIBE.
Ooh, memorized. Right
I got it
there.
memorized now, babe. I called multiple times last week. I was like, I got this memorized now.
Hands down, baby.
So, yeah, that's Loudspeaker.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dead air.
And now it's time for tasty little treats for tasty little guys.
I'm airing my grievances again.
I was trying to think of it, but I couldn't think of a transition.
I'm airing my grievances. Yeah, I know. I was like,
Here's your transition, Nora. You're like, man,
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I'm bored.
Talking about loudspeaker just makes me hungry.
Exactly, I'm hungry.
do you know the best thing to do is on a microphone? Eat.
And drink.
So, welcome to our tasty little treats. Last week, I provided a lot. You know what?
We have so many tasty
My fault for providing quite a lot of different things. However, the main ones that I wanted to get you guys to try, you didn't get to. To be fair, I tried them beforehand to try to see like what these are, and we'll go over what they are here in a second. do we want to do that one second? We'll try the more normal one and then this one. Okay, so I've got two beverages. They're both from the brand Arizona, which we all know is like the tea company, right? As you can see, it's the normal green tea, but as you can see, if you hold it up a little bit closer, it's spicy. So they are doing a run of all of their flavors, but as spicy versions of the flavor.
With Mike's Hot Honey.
With Mike's Hot Honey.
Which I Googled last week. It is the original hot honey.
Like the original, like Mike was the first person to add a jalapeno to honey. I don't think that's the...
Well, he's the first guy to market it.
Oh, okay.
He started putting it on pizza crusts and then...
Is he white? I bet he stole it from somebody of color.
I think you are correct.
Like most things, it's stolen from someone of color.
So
Do you like my shirt?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Norna.
It's a little loud.
Okay, so I've got the mango one. You've got
green tea.
green tea. Chris, you got the watermelon. Mandy has nothing.
I have a cinnamon lollipop that we were supposed to eat last time, and I found it in my purse.
Oh, heck yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna try.
Yeah, okay. So.
Smells like Arizona green tea.
Smells like it normally does, right?
Smells like cinnamon.
Do you have these very often, like the green? Yeah.
I love Arizona.
Yeah. Cheers.
Been drinking this since middle school.
Yeah, when Charles said, what sort of Arizona tea do you like to drink? I'm like, I don't know. Ask me when I was in 7th grade.
Ooh.
Yeah?
It's not spicy.
It's got like a little zing to it.
It's more like
it's some heat.
Cayenne flavor. Like it's a little bitty, there's like just a little bit of warmth.
Like my cookies.
It's like a hint of cinnamon, kind of. I'm not getting spice.
Oh, I'm getting spice, but not like.
Mine isn't that spicy.
Yeah, it's not very spicy, but there is some heat to it, and it's nice.
It's good.
I love
It's really
every
good.
single one of these flavors.
I was concerned.
It has
and
kind of a
this is-
heat note, but
Yeah.
nothing overt.
Yeah, definitely like super drinkable. Like now I can feel a little bit of heat there.
It builds.
Mandy, how about your sucker?
Look, here's my problem. I don't want to end up on the internet unless I'm getting paid for it.
And cut away.
Paying you in tasty treats.
Chris, cut away. There we go. We saved you. I get it. You know.
It is quite cinnamony. I didn't think it had much flavor, but it's just super strong.
Yeah.
Like burning almost.
Yeah, it's very those ones I like a lot, but I just love just killing my taste buds because I am 70 years old and the only thing I can taste is hot ones.
Estes heart candies were better.
I love oh god.
Those are so good.
They're so good.
Okay.
Those heart candies.
I can taste.
I've already finished off most of the bag. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Since last week.
What I do is I get a little, and then like I start eating. I start eating the hot candies, and then I'm like, oh, this is so hot anymore, and I just go to town. Lately, like my go-to with like when I am a little zooted.
Yep.
Is hot stuff. Spicy tahini.
What a jerk! I was like, hey, let's not put me on the internet sucking on a lollipop.
I don't know what you're talking about. I accidentally hit a button.
Zooming in.
This actually, I can taste the honey in it too. Like
it's a little sweeter.
Like you can't always taste the green tea when it's sweetened with when it's just the regular green tea. But this tastes, you can taste the honey in it, which I like.
So you guys got the good one. Are you guys excited for the shocking one?
No.
So
I frankly am not.
This is the Arizona chocolate egg cream soda.
I'm very intrigued by this.
No.
There's no egg.
So there's no egg in it, but from my understanding, let me actually pull this up here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're having
oh no
over here.
Yeah, no, is that the drink?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take a step back from the electronics.
Oh, we did. It's all the way over here now. If Mandy weren't here, I'd be in real trouble.
Okay, well, I have a pan that we can
So
open this in. So
okay, before we do that, we
you're
need to read
supposed
the.
to shake the cold can well, crack open, enjoy, and forget about it.
Okay, yeah, no. Let's. Okay, so yeah.
So we've shaken
This
this
says
well.
it has to be a cold can, and once you shake it, it's gonna be fine, right?
I didn't shake it. Maybe
Oh,
that
you
was
didn't
my
shake
problem.
it? Shake it. We gotta go.
It feels so wrong. Oh my god, I'm so afraid.
We need to put this on the floor.
This is a
so
horror
that
movie for me.
If it starts overflowing, we put the cans directly into it.
Okay, so there's a glass pan that we have down here.
Wait, okay, so Mandy doesn't like the lollipop in the mouth, right?
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Shit. Shit. Hold on. It's going.
Oh my god.
Look at it.
This was a terrible idea.
What the fuck?
I would like to. This is my disclaimer to the company Arizona.
What the fuck?
Don't say shake your cans.
What the fuck?
This is.
I'm not gonna forget about this anytime soon.
I'm serious when I say
It's traumatizing.
that this was so like I did this, right? I popped it open. It shot out of the can, like comically shot out of this fucking can because it was like there was so much pressure, and they're telling us just shake it, it's gonna be fine.
It's not fine.
It's not fine. And now
It's all a lie.
Arizona, this is the instructions. Now you owe us a carpet cleaning.
Look, you missed what's happening back here in this studio, like on this side. There's me with the sucker hanging out of my mouth while something is spewing in both my hands.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what went down. And of course, the actor's instinct is to lean over on top of where I am.
Can you pass me some napkins? Okay.
This whole thing spewing everywhere, right at me, and I'm just, there with my sucker, panicking.
I don't normally spew at Mandy, but when I do, it's a big deal.
It was bad.
So this is a
Right
nightmare.
now, her husband is like figuring out how to murder me.
You guys didn't even shake it back then.
No,
it was not even shaking.
Charles, if I had shaken the can, I think this whole room would have exploded.
Like that episode of The Simpsons where
Exactly. April Foot boom.
Yeah. Hey, you should show on the camera.
It spilled a lot.
It was such a smart idea to do that.
It spilled a lot. And it's like splattered in the dish.
So now we have to try it. Okay, also...
You don't have to try it. You just smell it. It's all over everything for eternity.
Step 2 literally says, forget about it. I am not going to forget about this.
Anytime soon.
Also...
I'm going to hold this against Arizona.
Can I also say, I feel like marketing-wise... Okay, taking a step back. This soda was in partnership with a 9/11 foundation. I'm not joking. It's called Tunnel of Towers.
Because is it because when you shake it, the resulting explosion looks like the towers?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So what I was going to say, this is a 9/11 supporting drink, and they tell us to forget about it.
But yet the can says never forget. No. It does.
The
right
can
there.
says forget. The instructions say forget. What are we supposed to do? This is mixed messaging.
I'm so confused.
I will never be able to forget it because that smell is just ingrained in everything now.
I have to order these, guys. I had to buy a case of these.
You did not.
How many do you have?
No.
Oh my God!
How many do you
why?
Talk about commitment to the bit.
12.
Oh.
Charles, you're gonna have these in your house for the next 3 years,
Well, I'll find people to pawn these off on.
Okay, that's bad.
and you're gonna make them sign like a waiver, right? That like whatever they destroy in their house is not your fault.
This is so gross.
Or is that like
really
the Trojan horse of it
gross.
all? Is that you just give it to a friend and don't tell them anything about it?
I know.
Just like 9/11.
Yep.
This drink is lightly carbonated and won't fizz over when opened. Shut your fucking mouths.
That's another one of the white man's lies.
This drink does contain milk.
And chocolate.
It's like milk. It's carbonated milk chocolate, folks.
And it does taste like a...
Do you want 24 ounces of carbonated milk chocolate milk?
It's not good, you guys.
Here's the thing. The explosion notwithstanding, I don't absolutely despise it.
What?
I would never drink it again.
Okay.
But I don't hate it.
No.
I don't
feel like you're wrong.
I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, folks.
I don't like it at all.
So, Chris, what you're saying is the next time I gift you a mug, regardless of if I have one or not.
Charles, if I ever see one of these cans again, I will kill you.
Wait, the cans of the egg cream?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't, I'm surprised they were able to ship these.
Yeah.
That
this
didn't
is
explode in transit?
Yeah, that's surprising. Okay, also, I do have to say, this is a New York drink. This is a very Brooklyn drink. The egg cream, right?
Yeah, egg cream's big in New York.
Egg cream is big in New York City, right? What kind of fucking drugs are people in New York City taking?
All of them.
Here's the thing.
All of them.
Actual
do you
egg
have-
creams
Do you have
are
Caesar's phone number?
delicious. Delicious. This abomination, not that.
We had a coworker named Caesar from New York.
Caesar like the salad.
Caesar like the salad, and that's what he would tell customers every single time he was on a call.
Wow.
And he's like,
He sounds delightful.
he was a delight. He was one of my favorite people.
Special.
He worked exactly 90 days, the time to get the free subscription to the tool, and then he's immediately out. He's like, I'm out. But my favorite thing of his was, he was talking to some lady on the phone, explaining that she can't do the thing that she wanted to do. And he's just, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am.
Ma'am.
And whenever I do a New York accent, I'm channeling Caesar.
Bing bong.
What I was gonna say is I want to if you live in New York City, if you're from New York City, can you explain what the fuck this is?
What is an egg cream? What are we missing? Is this supposed to be?
I believe it was an old soda shop invention. I don't think it was a New York thing. I think it was just old time soda shops.
Okay.
And so they had carbonated waters, but they didn't have the flavors that they needed for sodas.
Yeah, and never egg cream.
Yeah, see, this is what it's supposed to look like.
It's overflowing in the photo.
Yeah, but what if we put it in a glass? Would it look
Where's
like
that mug?
Well, it's,
where's one of the 5 mugs that I've gifted you so far?
There are 2 of them, and we're just the less said about it, the better.
Yeah. So what do we think of the 2 drinks? Which one's obviously the better one?
This one I'm still drinking. This one's really good.
Should I chug the egg cream?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you should.
Okay, you need a...
Yeah, but you have to chug all of the stuff that's spilled onto the floor.
We'll see if I feel that that's the vibe.
I think it's the vibe.
Okay.
All right.
We need I can't be dead air while I'm chugging.
No, of course.
You guys need to be talking if I'm going to do this.
Chug it.
Do I shotgun it?
Yes, go.
it's
I'm
too late to-
bored. Oh my god, so bored. Oh, this is so boring.
Don't try this at home,
like
kids.
that.
Oh my god.
You just need to put it in a shoe glass.
Don't buy
boring
this.
boredom.
Don't buy this.
Done.
You just
God.
needed to put it in a shoe glass. Like the applesauce.
The applesauce guy. I need a giant boot.
You need a boot glass.
I should have got one in Texas.
God damn it.
I was going to buy the most ridiculous hat. The most giant Texas hat. And I didn't because I hated my trip.
Because hats are also really expensive.
Um,
Okay, well.
so yeah, I choked. It's gone, right?
You
So
check
Charles,
that
was the
is-
reason that you were all butthurt about us not drinking this last week because you thought you could get out of drinking it yourself?
No, or that it was a Trojan horse and you were going to watch us panic and pour chocolate all over ourselves.
That's what it was.
I have already had this.
The Trojan horse.
Number
Yeah.
one,
Evil.
I already tried it. I I can call somebody to get I have an alibi.
You did it again, so
I did it again. And number 2, it definitely was to see you guys struggle when the can exploded.
I hate you so much right now.
I mean, I'm just grateful for my allergies at this point.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so to finish up our tasty little treats,
I'm gonna puke.
No.
I made the Olympic muffins that were so popular during the Summer Olympics. So
Charles, do we need to call a doctor for you?
Oh my God, no.
Just keep going.
Okay, so we have
I heard some vet insurance is pretty cheap.
I made chocolate muffins. They have a ganache inside of them. And these are the Henrik Christensen muffins.
Show them in camera 2, Nora. Yeah.
Very dark.
Dark.
You can't really keep showing it in camera 2. Let's bring down the exposure a little bit more.
There we go.
Yeah, see, it's a lovely chocolate muffin.
They're so pretty.
Very.
How much margarine did you put?
None.
Okay, good.
I used real milk and real heavy whipping cream for the ganache. So, bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Cheers. Cheers.
And I have a feeling that these are going to be quite the palate cleanser here.
So why are these Olympic?
Because the Olympic swimmer, Henrik Christensen, became obsessed with them and started making lots and lots of videos about them during the
Is that the guy who
Olympics.
cheated on his wife?
No, he's a swimmer. So, yeah, this is from the Summer Olympics, and I just haven't had an excuse to make these muffins yet. And I'm glad I had an excuse finally.
These are tasty, Nora.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Normally,
so
the tasty treats, my contribution is trying not to spit things out. I don't have that feeling right now. Like they're pretty good.
That's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's good.
Okay. I need a second before we start talking about House of Leaves. Otherwise, it'll be House of
House of Bleh.
House of Leaves.
House of Bleh.
Book club time.
Book club time.
Welcome to our first book club. Welcome, everybody. I chose the book this time, for the first time of us doing this book club. And I chose the book, which I think I put somewhere safe. The book House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielski. 700 plus pages. Horror genre. We'll talk about things. So we're gonna. I think we all finished the book, right? All of us.
Yep.
So we're gonna get to spoilers. So if you haven't read this 26-year-old book, almost exactly 26 years. It came out in March of 2000 originally. There's been multiple different versions of the book, and they've kind of like shifted and changed themselves. So if you get different versions of the book, there's different things.
There are different versions. Okay.
We'll talk about some of the things that kind of like it's kind of interesting. Yeah. So like, first off, broad strokes. What do we all think?
It was a really interesting book. I'm kind of in a book hater phase right now. So this one was
what?
Okay.
Okay.
It was like a 3.75 for me.
Out of 5? Okay.
Out of 72.
It was like okay, I'm glad I read it.
Yeah, that was my take too. I feel like it was like the story of O. I'm really, really glad I read it. I don't ever plan on reading it again, and I'm not sure I would recommend it. But thank you. I'm glad I read it.
This is my third time reading this book. And I think what I loved about this third time is I kind of read it in a different way. I'll kind of like explain some things about like there's different ways to read this book, and you can kind of get different things from the different ways that you read it. And did you guys read like all the extra stuff at the end? Did you go through like all of the letters from his mom and stuff?
The letters from his mom were the most important part. I didn't get the whole Pelican poems.
I did read them all.
Yeah.
My rule was if it's in the footnote, I go then to read it and then read it at that time.
Oh,
But
I
if
love
the
that.
footnote sends me to the back, or if it sends me forward, I don't do that.
Right. What was like? Can somebody do like a rundown of the plot? Like, what was the book?
Sure. So, the book is, there's a, I guess the main character that we start off getting to know is Johnny Truant, who is a 30-something, maybe a little bit younger, man in the late 90s. He finds a book in his friend's neighbor's house when they're cleaning it out
From his death.
after his death. Yep, the neighbor died.
This man named Zappano.
And so Johnny finds this book, and so he starts going through and writing it down in one location, because Zappano wrote these like scratches of notes everywhere, and so he compiled it.
Right.
But then he starts adding notes, and then the editors of Johnny are adding notes as well. And so the book that Zappano was writing is about this film, this documentary called The Navidson Record. And the book is written as if The Navidson Record is a real documentary or film that exists.
But there's no evidence of it.
Johnny has never seen the movie. There's no evidence anywhere of the movie. There's no evidence of anyone else in existence. But Johnny's trying to figure out if it's real.
Right, and there's a lot of like these footnotes that were mentioned, like letters or messages from Zappano or Johnny or the editors, where they kind of like discuss the legitimacy of like things that are happening. Like, is this an actual thing that exists? Does it not exist? So there's a lot of like that, false narrator, unreliable narrator aspect to the book. Yeah.
Can I read one of my favorite footnotes from the book?
Yes.
Which the 3-page run-on sentence ones?
No. This is not a 3-page run-on sentence, but this is one that I thought was interesting. My soul vibrated back to me from then, from sight, hearing, touch, reason, articulation, comparison, memory, and the like. The real life of my senses and flesh transcending my senses and flesh. My body done with materials, my sight done with my material eyes. Prove to me this day beyond cavil that it is not my material eyes which finally see, nor my material body which finally loves, walks, laughs, shouts, embraces, procreates.
So I think maybe when we're discussing this, just as a general rule, maybe we tell you which footnote we're talking about, right? So are we talking about Johnny's footnote, Zappano's footnote, or the editors? So which one of those are you talking about in the footnote?
This footnote is on page 183 from Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny, and how can anybody answer real quick? How can you tell what a footnote is coming from who?
It's font.
Yeah, it's all just feeling. Charles, you can kind of look at it and see.
Yeah.
But it's also this is like a very formatting heavy book, which is why we kind of picked this one, because I'm such an audiobook listener.
Right.
But this is really you have to read the book to see what's going on. And I think my favorite chapter was probably the Labyrinth chapter, because of how the actual physicality of the story matched the Labyrinth, where all of a sudden there's passages going on about what exists in the house, and there's passages going on about these photographers, and there's passages that like go on through this series of pages.
Right. They're climbing down like a staircase in the book, and you kind of have to start turning the pages around as they're going through this.
I mean, are we doing spoilers then?
We did the spoilers right off the bat.
Okay. No, so I loved the part where when somebody's face got blown off. Because I literally like viscerally said no.
Yes.
And then the thing is, they only put like 3 or 4 words on each page. So you are physically trapped in the moment. You're trying to see what happened. So you want to read real quickly. But they physically force you to slow down so that you're trapped into like slowly, like you can only read as fast as you can turn those pages.
Right.
So I really appreciated that, because it just builds suspense.
Right. And I love for me, what really like stuck with me when it comes to like the formatting side of this is like the house, the titular house, right, on Ash Lane. Did we explain that it's like an impossible house
Yeah, so the house itself, all of a sudden there's like a hallway that's cold, and the first video, one of the first scenes in the book is there's the exploration number 1 where they are inside the house. There's 2 windows on either side and a hallway. They go outside the window, cross directly behind the window, and go back in the other window, and like on the outside of the house, and there is nowhere that the hallway can go. But it starts with, it's a 1/4 of an inch off. So it's a 1/4 of an inch bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. And so Navidson, the main character, tries to figure out why the house is just a little bit bigger, and is it just his measurements or is something wrong there? And that's what gets him started down the rabbit hole of like, it's just a little bit bigger, and then all of a sudden a hallway pops up and they're like, well, I'm gonna go explore the hallway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what I love about this book is like it's all about this impossible house where things grow and contract. They call it like an accordion at some point, like a lungs that are breathing. Mm-hmm. And the book is literally doing that too while you're reading. And it's that suspense of like, this 2-minute walk before is now days that they're having to travel across these areas. Mm-hmm. And you can see that within the book and in the space. I think that just so interesting. Another thing about like the formatting that I loved this time around was like reading through, and Chris actually has this pulled up, the way that it's formatted in those boxes. So basically you're kind of seeing through pages, and if you flip over to the other side, it's like in reverse. So it's basically like this hole. But if you're like looking at the text like that's outside of the box and you're reading that, like there's like this slight, for me at least, a slight like, it makes it look 3D. Like the square is like, it's kind of like actually something is underneath it. Mm-hmm. And there was multiple times, it wasn't high. It wasn't high. There was multiple times where I was like, wait, is there like something weird with the pages because it's all based around like the formatting is just so strange. And like some of the footnotes are upside down.
I'm just seeing this now, and like the way that this is talking, it almost looks biblical of the way that it is discussing the house. So on this page, like you can
especially the Italian music in Dakota.
Yeah, right. Like you can even see like this part is referencing, this is about the Bible, and there are like little offsets. When you're thinking about, when you look at a Bible, it has these different ways of formatting and footnotes here, and like it almost looks biblical the way that this is formatted.
In my cult, your Bibles sometimes were 3 languages, so you would get the Hebrew, the Greek, English, and sometimes Spanish.
Yeah,
show off.
And
exactly.
Yes, everybody showing off my cult. Aren't you jealous?
I read the Bible in 3 languages.
And so it did, and they do look exactly like that,
right?
Like there are just like these,
like as I was just like pulling up this page, I was like, that looks like a Bible, like that. This type of formatting is very,
because they're talking about Jacob and Esau, right?
Exactly.
Like in that section of the book, and then like relating it to like the it's very like biblical book.
There's so many allusions to so much. There's allusions to the Bible. There's allusions to
Greek mythology,
especially
with like the Minotaur and
and I thought it was really interesting just the idea of like canceling the Minotaur and like removing him from the story, even though like the main characters that we see would really kind of be the Minotaur in some ways.
Does anybody want to explain kind of like what's happening there with like the Minotaur in the story, or explain like what's...
Well, there's a chapter that's like all crossed out, where all references to the Minotaur.
I'll go over it exactly. So basically, the writer Zampano, while he's writing his dissertation of this book or this documentary, he starts crossing out any mention of the Minotaur, and he kind of explains like it just didn't really fit like the narrative that he wanted to tell with his version of the story, which is just like another like false narrator. Like did the Minotaur stuff actually exist? Is it not? But there's literally like, they keep calling it the Minotaur, but there's some kind of like creature inside of the house that's kind of following them. They hear roars a lot, but it's not only in the house.
Like when the house changes, that's when they start hearing the roars. But Johnny even alludes to hearing the roars when he's like going across the country, and like in the letters towards like at the very end, he's hearing the roars,
right?
Like hearing things follow him.
Do you know what was triggering the roars. Every single time that Johnny heard or experienced the Minotaur, there was something that happened.
What?
He saw the color purple every single time. We'll discuss
The
this.
color purple means Minotaur.
So we'll discuss
Weird.
some stuff. These are the things that I caught this time.
Look, I can see why this was like a book that would be studied in an English class, in a literature class.
Right.
Because there's just so much. You could spend an entire semester, I think, reading and dissecting it.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like horror is the right genre for this book?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like it's horror literature.
Okay, the actor, were you scared at all when you were reading this?
Only when I was reading the Whispers of Heavenly Death section. That was a little freaky.
Yeah, like there's some terrifying moments. Like I think they did a really good job with like the beginning of the house, like not having just like a bunch of dead bodies just everywhere, and you know, like it was just like, oh, there's just something really unsettling about this place. I think it set the mood. Like the moments where they're in.
I think it was really terrifying when the floor dropped out and like all of a sudden the house is like all of a sudden what was in the hallway is suddenly in the whole house, and like the house is absorbing people and like they have to save their family. Like that was really scary.
Yeah.
Like that was so intense.
Horror is one of my favorite genres,
Yeah.
so I don't know that I felt the level of fear that I think I need to consider it to be a horror.
I agree. I honestly, like, I adore this book. One of my favorite books of all time. And I, like, especially after this reading, I feel like drama is a lot more, because, like...
Mystery, suspense, any of those.
Lit fiction is one of the best genres out there. We do not appreciate literary fiction nearly enough as we could. And this is definitely... For sure, literary fiction.
Yeah.
Like that is, I would say its genre is literary fiction about a horror movie. Like, I don't know, like, you know, and there are definitely books that I've read that are far scarier than this, but it does have a tense, I think it's that underlying tension is what makes it a horror genre. Because if you ask somebody if they just want to read lit fiction, they're probably not going to pull this out, but it is lit fic.
Yeah.
But it's like dark lit fic.
Yeah. Kind of like general questions, and I kind of want to get into like individual observations from each of you. But like, did you engage with any of like the external stuff from House of Leaves? So like, the writer of the book, MZD, I call him MZD because his last name, I struggle with his last name. But he made it very apparent. House of Leaves, the book, is a book. It's not an ebook. It is not an audio book.
It is a book.
It is a book. This is how you experience the book. Asterisk, there's a lot of additional media outside of House of Leaves, including an ARG. So there's a lot of like online content, including videos from Johnny Truant that are out there. The album from Poe. Oh, your mic is muted.
That wasn't me. I'm not running the show, right?
Sorry.
So who released that? Is this like fanfic?
No, this is like
MZD did
MZD, yeah. So there's like a lot of videos online. There's he's writing, like I mentioned when we first started talking about it, he's doing like TV scripts of this, which adds like an additional level to it.
This Haunted is mentioned on the back of the book here.
That's the
by
other
realpoe.com.
By Poe, the artist Poe did an album that is as kind of like an aside to this. Poe is his sister.
Okay, so you had told us this last time, and so I put it on, and I got all cozy with my book, and I put on the album, and I was like, okay, let's get ready for this, right? As it's going, I'm like, this sounds familiar. And then it got creepy because I started knowing the words before the words happened. And I felt really, that was the part that made me scared. So,
I love it.
And then the husband came in and he just started singing along with it. So I must have owned the album at some point.
Oh, it's a great album.
Yeah.
It's like I heard a lot of the songs beforehand. But like I love the concept because Poe is also mentioned in the book. So Johnny goes to a bar and they're doing there's like a band playing and it's Poe, and she mentions the 5.5 minute hallway. So the book, states that Johnny Truant disappears. But it also mentions that he went after the book was released and saw this and talked to the band after the fact.
That's like the last letter.
So if he disappears, how is he able to bring the finished book to talk to,
Poe? Even the last sentence of like, because what he insinuates is that he ends up he somehow submitted the book before that happened, where that was the first edition. And then this is the second edition that he somehow got these extra pages in here. But the timelines at the end are so confusing. I feel like you almost need to like cut these pages out and like rearrange them into like what the actual timeline is here, because
I saw that smirk. Does somebody do this?
It literally jumps from
I'm so excited to show you guys
November
some stuff.
11th to October 31st, and then like it just really flips around here.
I found myself furiously flipping through, and of course that's kind of the point, right? Like it's about a labyrinth, and so I like around footnote 300, I found myself getting lost. Like I had a finger here, here, trying to hold it here, and then like flipping back and forth, and I was like, I'm not even sure I've caught all of the footnotes that I need to catch.
That's the thing is
It's
like
so dense.
It's super dense. It's
so dense.
All right.
So here I have a question. How did you guys feel about a noiseless patient spider?
What?
What?
A noiseless patient spider?
Yeah, on page 448.
I don't remember this.
It's right here.
It's the that's the Walt. That's Walt Whitman, right?
This is not the book. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That's the one we read, right?
No, this is Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass.
Yeah.
No. So are you telling me that you didn't read this book?
Yeah, I read Leaves of Grass. That's the one we're talking about, right?
No, sorry, no. That was a 700-page book. This is not 700 pages.
I mean, there's a lot of pages there. I don't know about the font size or anything.
How much of the book did you actually
I love
read?
this.
I read
this
that whole book.
No.
You know how there's
much
like
of the
cat
actual book
TV?
did you read?
I read all of Leaves of Grass.
No. So
This is my cat. This is my cat TV right now. I am loving this moment.
No. So are you saying that you just didn't even take the time to do the assigned reading?
I thought that's the book we were reading.
No, it's not the book that we're reading. Look, if I can come prepared for this, and this isn't even my show, like you should be coming prepared for this.
I mean,
no, there's no. Wait, are you saying
I do have to prep like everything else in the show. I can't get every single detail.
The name of the book that was handed to you?
Yeah, that's the
my
one
favorite.
I read.
My favorite part of this bit is I handed Chris the actual book.
Yeah, he
House
had mine
of Leaves.
too. He had mine too.
House of Leaves, Leaves of Grass. I mean,
okay, wait.
I get it.
No, so are you saying that your life is more
I
important?
like how we're commenting like Statler and Waldorf over here.
What's more important, so that you didn't have to devote the same amount of time to it that I did?
I mean, I don't want to get into like a semantic discussion.
No,
about
you know,
it,
if you're not going to be prepared for the show, I don't even think that you should be in here. I can do this. I don't need you here. You should be prepared.
You can do all of this on your own.
I can do all of this on my own.
Okay, well, you know what? Fine. Maybe just do it on your own.
Fine, yeah.
Okay.
You can come back when you're prepared.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm letting the moment kind of go because I do have some like comedy. I was gonna do a Statler and Waldorf House of Leaves, more like House of I'm Leaving. But I wanted you guys to have your dramatic moment. I'm so sorry for ruining.
Which isn't there a Muppet Show that just got released?
Yes.
Special.
He is now gone. He will be back once he has learned his lesson.
I like this kind of Mandy.
I have the power. I have the control. We don't need him. Why do we need him? We don't need him.
Heard the door slam
Yeah, we did.
so loud.
Yeah.
It felt like Dad beat Mom. Well,
on my page 448, it says ushing his back in front of him.
yeah, I think he was talking about the other book.
Yeah, I'm I'm pretty sure it was the wall woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was not right there. That's why that first sentence that he said was a little bit flowery.
Did Chris read the book?
No, he did not
At
read
all?
the book. No,
He didn't start it 2 weeks ago. He hadn't read. He didn't start it 2 weeks ago when
And look,
when I
I'm
asked.
a fast reader, and it took me 9 days.
This one took me like.
This is all.
It did take me all 3 weeks to read. Thank you for the extra week because I needed it.
Yeah.
I was stressed. I was
I know.
stressed that I wasn't gonna get it done.
That's why I bitched and moaned about it 2 weeks ago.
I was like 75 pages in, and I was like, I'm Googling online, like, how long is this fucking book?
No.
Fucking time to
But
read.
it's so funny too.
book.
I love.
It's dense.
Okay, so like the first 100 pages are like some of the most dense, like it's insane. But
When we say literary fiction, we mean this is like
a thesis.
a thesis paper with all of the references to papers that most of them don't even exist. Most of the footnote references to other authors and other papers that they've written, most of those papers do not exist.
Do you know the scariest part of the book? The Harvey Weinstein jump scare where he's like, Harvey Weinstein is here in this book, and he says this, and I'm like, not
him!
Oh no. Okay, so
Okay, I have one thing.
I want to hear your observations, what you noticed when you read this book, and then Mandy, I'll do you, and then I'll do some fun ones.
I really hated this part where all of the there were different letters spaced out that were blocked out.
Like when the pages were burnt.
I guess.
So there's a section in the book where like he's going through some of Zampano's notes, and they've been burned. So some of the letters and the words are missing from this section.
So like they're like in brackets. And this was the most frustrating thing for my brain to read. I got distracted by the formatting of this section. And I wasn't able to engage with this part of the book. I think at some points the formatting tended to be a little distracting for me personally. Because I didn't answer the question if I engaged in any other media. I don't generally engage with other media outside of a book. I just like have it as its own thing.
Right.
And the most that I do with books is usually a book club. So I talk about them with other people. But even then, I don't really read other people's reviews. I don't Google things. I'm not.
Well, I try on purpose not to, right?
Yeah.
I don't want it to influence the way I'm thinking or what I'm.
Exactly.
Right.
And so, like, I think it's great that there are all of those things, and I think this is like almost like a Meow Wolf book, where like you get out of it,
Yes.
you get out of it what you put into it, and like around
sometimes
every
you-
corner is something unexpected. But if you put more energy into it, then you're gonna get a lot more out
And
of
multiple like goings to Meow Wolf, you'll notice different things that kind of fit like the general overarching
Exactly,
narrative. I love
exactly.
that as kind of like an example of like this.
You know,
It's just
I'm
dark.
really glad that you brought up, Nora, that the formatting at some point in time didn't work for you, because there was one particular formatting that made me feel really gross, like really icky. Like it was really interesting because I had like a visceral reaction to like, this is wrong, like deep in my gut. It was when they did everything across the very top in a paragraph that went across both sides.
Yes,
was hard.
I hated that so much
rough.
because, and it was in the same section where like there's the holes in the pages, so you had to like jump over to the next word.
And it was very. It
was
like, made you
unsettling.
Feel kind of claustrophobic with how the words were.
Yes.
Like you were stuck in the house.
Right, like.
So my ADHD liked some of it, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I really loved the one where it had it going down and then like a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
The end of that word became another part. That really worked for my ADHD. But then the visceral reaction to some other ones, it was really interesting. I would like some psychologists to figure that out for me.
I think it's so interesting.
Getting annoyed at it too.
I think it's interesting because like I didn't get annoyed at it this time, but my first read was I did feel that way.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like goes to show like the formatting really added to the emotion aspect because it's making you feel unsettled on purpose, right? It's doing that just to kind of like this is not how I normally read a book. Like this is what am I doing? How do I do this? How do I navigate these pages? Literally.
Literally.
It's
It's
hot fucking damn.
I feel like I would like it if I read it again and again. Like I need
give
some
it like
time.
a couple, like give it a year, have it on your brain.
I need some time to think about it because like I want to kind of think about what the most important parts were and think about how those connect afterwards because it's just I don't know, like I feel like you need a lot of time with this one and we got 3 weeks.
How what are your like some of your observations, Mandy? Like
So I thought about this a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So unlike somebody else, I take this very seriously. And so, everything is based on secondary sources, correct? And so we have recordings, we have photos, we have videos. We don't actually have firsthand accounts. So, and everything is open for reader interpretation. So when I was coming up with my discussion points, I went and I created, I put together some photos and some videos that are open for reader interpretation so that you can kind of see my viewpoint on this.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
If you don't mind.
Yes, of course.
I love this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing such a good job. Yeah. Oh my. I understand why you had such a struggle reading this book.
Took you 9 days.
If Charles is doing this, just... Oh no, it's the Minotaur. Yeah. Oh my God.
The book corner.
I love them.
So cute.
Oh my God.
No. Oh no. Oh no. You have some book goblins right there.
Goblin that book.
And then, this is the final, my final thoughts on the book.
Well, I hope that your plans in favor of Meriton will not be affected by your relationship.
Just give it a minute. Just give it a minute.
Driven away. If he wishes to avoid seeing me, he must go. Not I.
I must ask, Mr. Wickham, what is the...
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh, is that the plastic that your dog ate?
Yeah, that's not the plastic. But it might as well have been.
That's awesome.
That panicked no.
Yeah. No. No, my tab. Yeah. So what did Charles tell us about what you found on your third read through?
Okay. First off, I want to read one of the letters from the mom.
Yeah.
So I read this. I read the end of the book first, and then I kind of like worked my way forward this time because I felt like this was some more interesting information and tells a little bit more of the story. So basically, there's a part of the book where he is getting letters from his mom, who is obviously having some mental health crises throughout things. I think a lot of people say that it's like potentially schizophrenia. I kind of feel very similar to that.
But it's pretty central to his childhood because after like his mom goes to the whale is what they call it, and then his dad dies, and then he gets booted around all those foster
So the whale
homes.
is the sanitarium.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of read this passage real quick. This is on page 609. This is the mother writing a letter to him. Dear Johnny, this is somewhat urgent. I've gotten an attendant to mail this. He will take it beyond the Whalestow grounds and thus help us avoid the new director. So basically she thinks that there's like a new director in the space, but there really isn't. It seems to be the same person who's been there. She's just seeing things.
She's feeling persecuted by this director.
So, as I indicated in my last letter, I've grown increasingly suspicious about the staff here, especially where my personal care is concerned. I need to feel we can correspond without interference. For now, all you need to do is place your next letter, place in your next letter a check mark in the lower right-hand corner. That way, I'll know you received this letter.
Did I miss a check mark?
Yes,
yeah, there was a check mark somewhere. I remember seeing the check mark and being like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
So there is a check mark on page 97 at the bottom of the page. And there is also, it kind of gives you another little hint, there is Morse code in here as well. Right? So there's a few different layers here, and we'll talk about a couple of them. But
that Morse code was when they thought somebody was banging on the walls.
Right. So like at first it's just SOS, right?
Sure. Right.
Which is kind of interesting. But as you kind of go through this section too, there's other like little dots and dashes that are just kind of hidden throughout the pages.
Yep.
Right. And it brings up the word buttons, and there's like a whole like separate section a little bit later about buttons, right? Because some of the buttons disappear, if I'm not mistaken. Like there's a section where like some buttons disappear.
Somebody's in the house.
But
Disappear.
this is another sign that like he's writing this presumably after his mother passed, right? Because she died in like the late 80s, early 90s, right?
There is one of the letters in there that says she
the
passed.
date that she died.
Yeah.
Right?
The next one.
1989. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So 1989. She died in 1989.
Yeah.
And this book was written in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he leaving check marks in this book for his dead mother?
Right.
I mean, the whole thing could be seen as a descent into madness. Like the mental illness aspect of this whole thing, I think was probably the creepiest for me because I recognize some of my mental illness in that. And so I think that is probably the closest it comes to horror.
Hold on, is his mom his Minotaur?
Ooh.
You're getting close
you're so
to it.
Smart.
I'll tell you the next piece of this puzzle that really recontextualized this entire book for me for this read. In the book, she's mentioning like so basically she goes to the mental health facility because she has attacked Johnny, right?
Yep, but she doesn't necessarily remember that.
She doesn't remember it, but what she does remember is very specifically, they had to cut off her nails.
That were long and purple.
That were long and purple.
Oh my God. I missed that.
Right? So this, I'm going to, just wait. This is, when you read this book again, it's going to change everything for how you read this book.
This is what I needed.
so every single time that Johnny experiences the Minotaur or whatever is attacking him, something purple is in that section every single time. And when his mother attacked him, she was wearing the long purple nails, and he had scratches from it.
Well, at one point, Johnny says that didn't happen. My mother was just fine. Like that's like how crazy
mental illness.
That's like how intense this is. Like he's such an unreliable narrator that like
because it happened when he was a child.
You don't know, right? You don't know.
And all children are unreliable narrators.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's another aspect to this. Like when you look back at this book, there's one other part that I'll go over right at the beginning of the book. And I'll tell you my theory of what the book is, which really recontextualizes this. Right at the beginning, it says, "This is not for you. This book isn't for us. This book is for his mother."
It's for his mom.
I have a couple different theories about what this is. This is either him, expressing to his mother with schizophrenia, like what she did to him and how it has impacted him. Because Johnny, right from the beginning, is an unreliable narrator. He said he's really good at lying.
And he's clearly unwell.
He
does drugs and alcohol like they're going out of style.
Right. And he's really good at telling stories.
Right.
So I feel like there's a lot of examples outside of the book of people like being able to get to people with schizophrenia or with dementia by telling like stories.
Taking advantage of them.
So like my thought is like, what if this is him trying to express to his mother the way that she impacted his life negatively in a way that she can potentially understand, or at least, at a minimum, expressing his, issues with that after she has died, and kind of writing this as like a way, everything, literally
So are you saying
everything.
there is no Zampano?
I think that Johnny Truant is Zampano. I think that he is also the editors.
Okay.
I think that it's just him like writing this example. Final thing. I want you guys to search for this after this.
Okay.
Look up Mark Z. Danielewski.
Yeah.
Any of his interviews.
Okay.
And look up the moments that he talks about his own mother.
Okay.
He never talks about his own mother.
Oh.
I feel that this is potentially like a self-insert of him writing a story about how his own mother impacted him, and dealing with his own grief, dealing with his own shit.
So do we have any evidence of that though? Like, do we know that his mother was mentally ill? Do we know that?
No, I don't think so necessarily. I literally have no, like, there's no conversations about mothers in any of his interviews. So I don't know, but it just like, it feels too personal, especially when it comes to like how the letters are written at the end. Like, especially like the thing that got me, that was like, I was sobbing when this happened, when the funeral home lets him know that she's dead, and he's like, hey, if you want to spend an extra $3,000, you can get this package for your dead mom.
Like the Titanic, like it would send people bills being like, oh, well, when they died, they were wearing their uniform, so you owe us money for their uniform.
Right. And it's stuff like that like I was just like, with my own history with my own mother, I was like, that feels too real. I mean, like, it's great writing, if not. But like, that's just how I feel. It feels very, very
like
personal.
He's working through stuff. This is his therapy.
Yes.
And every edition that the author wrote was his therapy through his characters.
Right. And that check mark appears in different places in different versions. Especially,
no, that would drive me insane.
Okay, especially in like different regions. So if you get like, there's like an Israeli version and a New Zealand one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I was doing a little bit of research before this, but they have like different versions of that check mark is in there, and sometimes it's not even there.
That makes me feel that is the real horror. That makes me feel really not okay about this.
Right,
book.
and it just goes back
like
right back into the unreliable narrator. Like, what is this? And we could talk about this for hours and hours and hours and hours again.
Right.
Next time you read this book, read this ending first, then go back to the beginning. Because
I had an inkling that like I felt like the letters from Mom were incredibly important.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do you know what's up with the Pelican poems?
No, I didn't really look up like theory crafting, anything like that.
Because there's just a bunch of poems in there. I thought there was the theme of like Johnny being the cat and like being the night and like cats being part of the night, which I thought was like kind of interesting, which I think I would look for a little bit more next time, because like his mom says like you feline boy, and like throughout the story there's references to like cat eyes in the night, or like, you know, cats being associated with the nocturnal, and I think that is also significant. I just don't know how.
Right.
You know, I just need to reread it.
Why do you think it's called House of Leaves?
Because of the one poem in the back.
That's it?
I don't know.
Do you have any ideas of like why it was called House of Leaves?
Well, okay, so this is just out of nowhere. So I thought back to when they were talking about the history of the house, how it was there before there was anything there. So it was in just an open field and then a stairwell to nowhere. So maybe it was a house built of leaves, a house that only existed, you know, in nothing.
Yeah. I like that. I like the one that kind of got me is like, what if this is the House of Leaves, right? Because they call it like loose leaf paper.
Too. Yeah.
And like, because it also is contracting. I mean, like, I don't know. That's the thing. That's why I love this book. Yeah. There's so many interpretations.
So many interpretations.
Too many?
Potentially. I think that they're like, you can get to...
That's why I didn't rate it higher. Is because I got lost in some of the formatting and some of the just bigger things, and it was almost too much.
I agree.
At some point, I felt like it was just being super self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Kind of like, don't touch yourself and make me watch. Like, I didn't consent to this.
Thank you. Okay, I do agree. Have
you guys heard about his next series? It's called The Familiar.
Okay.
It's formatted the same way as House of Leaves. And it's a series. How many books are in this series?
Yay, 6.
Up?
12?
Up?
Oh, good Lord, 21.
24.
Up?
No, I refuse. Like, no. Okay, guys.
I think it's going to be 27 books by the time it's over.
I'm not signing up for this.
Okay, and they're all. I got the first one.
No.
It is the same length as House of Leaves.
It's probably going to be 3 times as self-referential.
Right.
Yes!
And I'm like, I tried reading that one, and I was like, this dude like loves himself.
Yeah.
He loves to see himself right.
Ew.
He really loves to see himself right.
Don't
That's how I felt
don't
about
make me
this-
watch this. Like,
The
don't.
Zampano. It was really the Zampano sections. It was like, oh my god, I get it. Like I get it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it, some of it went over my head, like some of the reference, some of the allusions, because
Well,
there's so many
purposefully.
allusions
Yeah.
to everything.
This is
But
like.
once again, is it just like I'm smarter than you?
You know what?
feels like
Sometimes it comes off as like this dude
does
is
feel
like,
like it.
I know more than you. Here's all the
Oh,
references I know.
Let me use my Arabic and my French.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I did feel the
Here's my music theory towards the end of the book.
Right, it's just like
Look,
there's
I
a
went and I
level of-
played it on my piano.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's good for what it is. I think that it could easily be too much
Yeah.
It's not a. I don't recommend this book
to read in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
for people who don't normally read.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've discussed this with other people because I have, bookish friends and coworkers. And apparently a frequent thing that happens is that they set it down and then never get back to it. So I think maybe
With
the
House
3
of
weeks
Leaves.
was a good idea.
That's true.
It forced us to move forward and to get it done instead
That's
of setting
true.
it down when it got to be too much.
I'm so glad you guys read
I think
this.
you're right. I think you're right.
I'm so disappointed in Chris, but honestly,
He deserves to be kicked
So
out. honestly.
disappointed. I don't know that he should be allowed back. I'm just saying.
yeah, I don't think he's coming back next week.
I mean, aren't you
Yeah,
in charge?
I am in charge, and I will see you next week.
oh.
Ooh. So next week, join us. We're
Well,
gonna- wait.
I'm not done with my
You're not
notes
done with
here.
your notes?
You're
we're
jumping
cutting you
right into the
off.
finale.
We're like, goodbye. Have a good day.
I thought
No.
We
Real
love
quick.
you. Kiss, kiss.
I do have in my notes.
Goodbye.
Was this fun?
Yeah.
Did we enjoy this?
It was fun.
Did we want to say I'm bored? No.
At some points, maybe during the book.
No, I mean like during this conversation.
No, not during the conversation. I love talking about books. There's nothing that I like more than talking about books.
Hi there, my name is Charles Kelly. If you found yourself being bored by this conversation, just type in all caps, I'm bored! Just to let us know whether or not we should continue doing this, because this was
otherwise
over an hour.
We will keep talking about. We will do more.
I could talk about this book for a while.
We will do more book club if you guys tell us to not to stop. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're the one that actually has all the power and control in this situation.
That's
So
true.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
I will drink your milkshake. Chris, he's not here anymore.
No.
He left.
No.
So, are we doing this again?
Yeah.
The new book? Who wants to choose the next book?
I honestly think we should do Horror Store.
Horror Store.
Yeah, so it's HOOR. Look it up.
They're
Google it.
umlauts. They're umlauts.
Yeah,
over the
there's
O.
so this is a Grady Hendrix book, and this will be
It's a horror story set in IKEA.
Yeah, and it's set. I don't want to spoil it.
No,
'cause
no
it's just
spoilers.
really good. It's a haunted house story with modern retail in an IKEA store called Orsk. And it is awesome, and it's a pretty quick read compared to House of Leaves.
Thankfully.
And we'll do it, in honor of IKEA opening, so that all of us have all of the horror ideas for.
I'm gonna murder somebody in that IKEA.
I mean, I literally play hide and go seek in IKEA every time I go.
I think
I
we
love
might
that.
need to. I think we might need to plan. So I think we're gonna do a horror store for our next one, by Grady Hendrix. And
Okay.
also the front. If you open the front page, it looks like an IKEA catalog.
How much time do we want? Another?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Let's do next month sometime.
Yeah.
Yep, that works for me.
March.
Do you think Chris is actually gonna read?
No.
You know.
No. No.
What's that? He reminds me of like the Navin Johnson from The Jerk, where he's like, I never learned to read.
I mean, he did say he can read when we asked him last time.
We heard him read some Walt Whitman, people. So.
Right? Yeah. So, well, join us if you want to read Horror Store. We'll announce when we're going to talk about that.